Well, good afternoon. It's me, Tina, the girl in the garden, and today I'm going to make some homemade refried beans. I did it once. I don't remember quite what I did, so I'm going to try to recreate it because we really liked them. They had a really good flavor. So I'm using my Instapot. I'm using salt, cumin, garlic, onion, obviously, a little bit of butter to saute the onion in. And I didn't take out any chicken stock, so I'm going to use this chicken bouillon flavored stuff and a can of diced chilies. All right, well, let me get to sauteing these onions and throw the spices in. All right, 1 small red onion, a teaspoon of cumin, of salt, and garlic, except I spilled the garlic, so a little bit more went in. Now I'm going to add some chicken broth. All right, so I've added 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of water, and a pound of beans, which I did the quick soak method, which is on the back of the bag. All right, I am now going to close this up and we're going to cook it for 45 minutes. All righty, well, it's been a little over 45 minutes. I am not an Instapot expert. I do not use mine often. But remember, when you turn it on, it's got to come up to pressure, then it will start cooking. Right now, I'm going to let it just kind of release on its own for a little bit longer. And then if there's still pressure, I will self-release it so I can get to smashing the beans. All right, well, I let this self-release for about 20 minutes. So now I have it just on release so it all comes out and it's not slow. I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it now. So when it gets done, then we'll take a look inside. Alrighty, here's our beans. I've actually removed about a cup of water. I was afraid it would be too much liquid. So now I'm going to get to smashing. All right, I took out another cup. I still think this is too liquidy. So I'm going to turn it on saute actually and cook out some of the liquid. And we'll see what we got when I come back. All right, well, I decided just to make a whole nother pot of beans, drain them completely and add those beans to my beans. So please don't do what I did, but drain your beans and add back the liquid you need to be able to smash them up. So I'm just going to use my immersion blender and get this as creamy and chunky as we like it. All right, so we do like them creamy, but we do like some little chunks of beans as well. This is much thicker than it was. As it cools off, more and more of that liquid's going to evaporate. So they'll be a little bit thicker in the end. And you're probably going, well, wait, Tina, why are you making refried beans? Oh, because I forgot to tell you, I'm going to try to grow pinto beans in my garden. Yeah, so how am I going to use them? Sorry, beans had exploded all over me and I had to wipe it up. Anyway, so that's how I've made my beans. The second pot, I did everything the same except I did not use a fresh onion. I used a teaspoon of onion powder, which I had made myself, and about a half a cup at the most of dehydrated onions that I had also made myself. Tastes the same. Still a great flavor. So now, basically, I'm going to put this in my muffin tin and freeze them in little muffin size shapes so I can throw them in a Ziploc, put them in my freezer, and for days, months, we will have refried beans. So the reason why I don't put it just in a gallon bag is because we're never going to eat that many refried beans in one sitting, or probably even through the week. So that's why it's the muffin tins, so that it is single servings. And when this cools, yeah, this was more work than I expected since I had to do another pot of beans. So just remember my mistake. Don't make it. You know, play with the seasonings what you like. I could have added some, spice to this, but we prefer it like this. And then when we go to eat them, we can add a little bit of sour cream, or we can add some hot sauce, some jalapenos, whatever we want. Maybe it's just, the beans and cheese, and, we're dipping a tortilla in there. So anyway, that's how I've done it. And now that I have it recorded, I can go write down my recipe so I know what I've done. Goodness gracious. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry this was so long. Well, it seems like it was long because it's taken me all day. Anyway, please, if you like to grow a garden and you want to see the different things others are doing with the food they grow, subscribe. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up, share the video, drop a comment below. If you do something like this but you do it differently, drop it below. I'd love to try new recipes. All right, folks, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is Tina, the girl in the garden, and I'll see you next time.